Hey guys, welcome back. Ben Latocki here with Production Realty. We are doing this little update on this renovating a commercial building project that we are working on. I am on the roof right now and real excited that I'm standing on it and it's safe and secure and keeping the inside of the building dry. So what I wanted to talk about a little bit was this roof project and how we got to this point. We bought this building back in October and we haven't been able to do much because the roof was actively leaking. So we had a couple of hurdles. One was getting a contractor in here to get this done before winter. You can see now the roof is covered in snow, and we had a really lucky winter for us because we haven't had snow, and we are now in January. We really haven't had much snow. Normally we have a lot by now. So that was one hurdle, was getting a roofing contractor over here to be able to complete this project so that we can get moving forward. And then a couple things that we did to save some money. We had a couple bids. That was one thing that helped us negotiate with the contractor I wanted, that I had worked with in the past. He was able to kind of negotiate his price a little bit and his timeline because I got a couple bids. And then another thing I did to save a lot of money was this roof. You can see there's not really a lot on it. Now it's got one chimney there, a couple of vents, and the old AC unit sitting right back there. But when I bought this, it was a restaurant, and it had a lot of stuff penetrating through the roof. AC units, heating, what do you call them, vents for the kitchen and stuff. And so I took that all apart. Me and some friends, we came up here, my brother, buddies and stuff like that. We came up here on this roof and tore all of that down and off. And that saved the contractors about a day of demo, so that when they showed up to do this, they had a little bit of cleanup to do, but not much. It was pretty much ready to go. They could go right over top. Another thing that was cool is the old roof. In the original quote, they wanted to remove the entire roof, the old roof, right? And I said, well, if we're going right over top of it with new insulation panels, these big 4x8 sheets of panels, I'm guessing we have 6-8 inches of hard foam insulation, and I'm standing on it, it's hard as a rock, right? If that's going on top, why do we care what's underneath? And so we checked with the city, and the city had made us do a core sample, like cut out a section of the roof and take it in there and show them. And they said as long as there's only like one layer of tar, that we can build up on top of that. And so that saved us a bunch of money on demolition cost as well, because that, as you can imagine, tearing off 2,000 square feet of old tar would take probably another day of labor. So, yeah, anyways, we're real excited to finally have this roof done. Another kind of a neat thing they did is our building is, sorry about the spinning like that, our building is sandwiched between two buildings. So here's us, and you can see there's a building there, and they went up that wall, and then there's this building here, and you might wonder what that big section there is, and what that was is the building next to us had windows that were boarded up in those two spots, which they felt could create a potential leak down into our building if those weren't sealed up. And so that was the simple fix. They just went right up over with this material. So this is the new, weatherproof, waterproof material, and they just attached it right to the brick, and completely covered up that hole. Now, I don't really like the aesthetics of it. You can actually see these from the street, and if we end up putting any sort of an entertaining space up here on top of this roof, those are pretty visible. So I think this yellow wall, have to get permission from the neighbor that owns this building, but I'm thinking we might end up painting that gray. Just take a sample of this material down and get it matched, and just paint this wall gray real quick. and that will help kind of mask that and hide that. So anyways, this is episode 2 of renovating an old commercial building. The roof was the main thing. I guess I'm sorry I didn't get any footage of the guys actually doing the roof, but safety reasons they wouldn't let me up here to participate in their project. So thanks for watching, guys. I will keep you in the loop on what's next. All right, bye.